Hey, we're back. Welcome into the technically 10th episode of the show because we missed a week. Um, it was a crazy week. I had like a little minication, and then OTL had a lot of stuff going on. We didn't get a time where we could really record, so we kind of missed a week. But we still got a few things out there on social media. I know you got some stuff out on TikTok and stuff as well. So
Yeah, they
we
were my one of my worst weeks too.
really.
So maybe a good week not to record, honestly.
Yeah, and I totally forgot to. I was gonna just look at what we had for last week too, and I erased it off our show sheet. So, whoopsie.
Yeah, well, I have it. It wasn't great, but
Okay, good. All right. Yeah, we'll forget that happened. Last week doesn't exist.
yeah, week 10
Yeah,
was a shame.
you want to talk about bad? Okay. Um, not one single team of mine won last week.
Oh,
Yeah, I on
yeah,
Sleeper you scroll down the teams and it was just red zeros lost.
that's
It
brutal.
was the worst. I've never had that happen in my life. That was the worst freaking. I mean, a lot of them were really close. That's almost worse. Like a lot of them were within 3 points or so. But
Yeah,
just a crazy, weird week. The way everything fell.
yeah. I
Um.
got out of church on Sunday at 11:45 after
mm,
the Colts game,
Yeah.
and I played against Daniel Jones, Tyler Warren, and Jonathan Taylor, and I was down by, or
Wow.
and Drake London as well, and I was
Okay.
down by 100 before the noon games even started. So that was a
It's
nice
it's like why
that was a
I'm
nice
not even gonna
game.
watch football today.
It was a league that has like boosted big plays. So
Okay.
Jonathan Taylor had like almost 60 points.
Yeah. Yeah, that's cool. Like
So
we do something in my main my home league with all my buddies. I always do a little boost, not quite that much because I think he had 50 in our league, or
yeah,
like 51 or two, something like that. But it's like an extra half point for 40 plus yard touchdowns, and then like another half point for 50, and a couple other little things like
well,
100
he
yard
ripped an 80
games.
yard touchdown. So I think that was an 8 point boost.
Nice. Okay. Wow.
Yeah,
Yeah. Yeah. That's huge.
yeah. I
um.
think like after it's like a 40 is +4, and then all the way up to like 90.
Oh,
Like
nice.
you get an additional point for each
Every like
10
10 yards.
yards.
Wow, that's kind of cool. I like that. That's good.
No, it
That's
was not cool.
well, not for you, right? Not for you. Um,
No, I'm kidding.
yeah, it's neat. I like little added stuff like that. Like in this
Yeah,
league, on
make it a little
defense,
interesting.
right? It adds more like stuff to think about. Like guys that have like bigger playability can get you like that extra edge. Um,
Yeah,
Like I think I've said on the show before, we do defenses where like picks are 3 points and sacks are 2 points, and then like the punishment for scoring isn't as brutal, up until you get like over 17 points or something, and
yeah,
then like there's other little things in there that it boosts the defense enough to make it something like worth having, like to be worth like paying attention to all year. Like it's a
yeah,
roster spot you want to be paying attention to, and you draft earlier than most leagues and stuff like that. And it's cool, and it makes me actually think about defense a lot. And I usually
yeah,
try to talk about defenses on like social media, but I'm like, well, no, I don't think like anyone has a league scoring like this. So, but
yeah.
yeah, so last week was the thing. I lost all my leagues, so we're gonna reset.
It was a
Oh,
good
that's
week
where
for
I
us
was
to take
going.
off.
JT, that main league, JT. I was up against JT, and he had
Yeah,
a great game, and I was like, well, I'm screwed. Well, my team came all the way back, and I lost by 3. And you know what made me lose? I had Chris Boswell, and he missed a 40-yard field goal.
oh,
And if you just hit the 40-yard field goal, I win because we do, 3 points for
yeah,
30, and like 40 is 4 points, and 50 is 5 points. And if he hadn't missed that, I win.
yeah. Sorry about that.
Yeah, really sucks. Yeah.
I'll get with him on that one. Yeah,
Yeah. Yeah. Oh yeah. Yeah. Tell your boy just kick better. Like what the
yeah.
hell?
The whole team was in the shitter on Sunday. So
Yeah. Yeah, it was weird. They came off such a good game.
yeah, because Boswell is like the most reliable part of our
Hmm.
team, pretty much. Once
Yeah.
he missed a kick, I was like, oh, this is going to be a bad night.
Yeah, not good. Like you
Yeah.
need Boz to score 15 points to
Yep.
keep your team alive.
Yeah, because our offense only scores a touchdown every 10 possessions. Apparently,
Oh, that's gross. It's wicked gross.
it's a it's a really ugly offense. The past two, even that Colts game, the offense wasn't good. We just
Yeah.
won because we had like 6 turnovers.
Right.
So unless the defense gets 5+ turnovers, we're not great.
Yeah. Yeah, I hear you. Hopefully Dallas can do something this week. But okay, so let's get into it. We don't have a first segment this week. We've been, like we said, the last week or so has been really crazy. We haven't had a lot of time to really communicate. So we tried to come up with something today and couldn't really think of something that would be like useful information. So instead of like the normal first segments, we're just gonna do a little more digging into our start sits and our smash plays this week. So that's what we're gonna do. We're not gonna run them off one by like we have been for the few weeks, which is great, but not this week.
Yeah.
Today we'll do it like back and forth. So that being said, our Endzone Expert starts the week. We are gonna get into that, and I'm gonna let you open it up with the first player of your choosing for your starts.
Well, I guess we'll just go with quarterback.
Okay.
Going with old Joe Flacco, going up against the Steelers again. Kind of where this second run of his career started. Like he had that run with the Browns, and now he has this run with the Bengals.
Yeah.
This run really started with the Steelers about a month ago, where he went crazy targeting Jamar Chase like 20 times. So I'm thinking he kind of does the same thing against our defense. We've just been getting diced up by quarterbacks left and right this season, and I don't see why it would be any different. He is questionable this week, so something to look out for. But he was questionable week 9, I believe, and he had his best game of the year. So it's not something to worry about too much. But I would start Joe Flacco in every league you got him this week. Obviously within reason, but he's gonna have another good week against the Steelers, which hurts to say, but I think it's going to be another one of those weeks.
Yeah, and I agree that the secondary on Pittsburgh is it's about as good as Dallas's. I mean, it's like everyone's just dicing them up, dude. It's crazy.
Except ours is like twice as much cost.
Yeah, true. Yeah. At least.
Although you guys did extend Bland and Diggs, so maybe it is about the same.
It's probably close.
Yeah,
I mean,
but Ramsey is a big contract, and
yeah,
he's been all right. But Slay and I think Joey Porter might miss this week too.
Isn't Minka back?
No, he's still on the Dolphins. We signed Asante Samuel this week.
That from?
No,
I'm an idiot. No, he went back to the Dolphins. He started on the Dolphins, and then went back to them. It's been a while. It's been a long one. All right. Yeah, so I like that. That's a good play. I started him over. I have a few leagues where I have Joe, and I started him over Jacoby Brissett. I always want to say Brisket because a guy on another show calls him Brisket. And a couple other guys. I think I started him over Aaron Rodgers, and yeah, he's a good start this week.
Yeah.
Mine's pretty. It's not like the most bold call ever, but I think a lot of people see the matchup and might be nervous. And it's Caleb Williams versus Minnesota. Minnesota lately, like their defense plays tight, but they have been letting up some of that passing game lately. And I think Caleb Williams the offense has finally figured out like what it is, and they're catching their stride. And that comeback win against the Giants last year is really gonna like boost the flow of the offense and the confidence of the team and the confidence of Caleb. And generally most weeks he's been a great play. He's just had that slump until again last week. I don't think you start DJ Moore though, because he's having like a terrible year. But Williams, they're gonna be in like it's a divisional game. It's gonna be a grudge match. The first time in week 1 when he played Minnesota, he got like 24 or 25 fantasy points. I see him doing something like that again. It'll probably be a slow start to the game, a little more defensive, and then they'll open up. So Yeah, Caleb Williams, I think you have to start if you're debating it with anyone else or like in Superflex. Just start him without question.
Yeah, agree.
Yeah.
Funny enough, I have Caleb Williams and Joe Flacco
Oh,
in one
really?
of my leagues this week.
Oh,
So,
nice.
well, I'm
Well,
gonna go with Flacco and for like.
are you? Yeah.
So I guess we'll see who wins this
Yeah.
week.
Yeah, I guess so, right? Cool. All right. Who is let's see, who's your running back going to be? I mean, I can see it, but let them know.
Running back, I got Woody Marks versus Tennessee. He had his breakout performance versus Tennessee about a month and some change ago.
Mhm.
I think he had about 27 points that game, and Tennessee's run defense has just not been great this year. They're allowing 26 fantasy points per game, two running backs. And we saw the trend last week of Woody Marks kind of taking over the backfield. He took 80% of snaps last week, which could partially be due to the Texans were playing from behind pretty much the entire game. And Woody Marks is kind of in that passing down role. But he took way more carries this week over Chubb as well. So
Yeah.
I think they're going to lean on him a little bit more. Maybe not to the extent of like 80% snaps, but 60 to 70% snaps this week. I could see, and I think he's like a mid-end RB2 with like RB1 upside this week against pretty bad team.
Yeah, and I honestly, you were talking about snap percentage. I think it stays about the same, man.
You
I
think?
think I think they're going with Woody. They're going with the young fresh legs. They just get Chubb in there for like more situational than anything.
Yeah.
And I
Which
think
is unfortunate. Like Chubb, like
yeah.
see him. I mean, you can't really fault the guy. His leg went sideways, but this is
Yeah.
probably it for Chubb.
Yeah, and it's super sad. I thought he was going to be very Frank Gorish. He was going to have like
Yeah.
a long career just going around and like kind of helping teams out in the running back position for a while. But
Yeah.
that's that
He'll probably
injury.
stick around just
Yeah, he'll be
as like a backup.
Yeah, exactly.
He'll be like a waiver wire pickup next year, like week 8, because the starter goes down.
Yeah. Yeah. He was a lot of people. I guess I don't know if I should say a lot, but there was like this conglomerate of people that were in the scene that were very like, I'm getting Nick Chubb late, like he's gonna.
Yeah,
I
it's
don't
like
know. I see it because you could get him so cheap. It was like the last couple rounds, like might
yeah.
as well. But it's still,
But a guy that age coming off that injury, like it was kind of written in the stars for him, unfortunately.
Yeah, unfortunately.
But you just got to react and start Woody instead.
Yeah, Woody's a good call. I'm surprised, honestly, that Tennessee didn't ship Simmons for some stuff.
I know, right?
That was interesting, but
There were a lot of teams that didn't sell that I thought would have sold a little bit more,
or like didn't just make an extra move. Like the Steelers is an example. I thought like they would do something, go grab
no
like
wide receiver help.
go
We
get
get
Jacoby
MVS.
Myers. Like is somebody.
Well, apparently we did. We had the same offer for Jacoby, but he chose Jacksonville.
Oh, really? Why?
I don't know.
He must feel like
Florida sounds better than Pittsburgh.
Yeah, but I think when you're looking at it, I think Pittsburgh has a better chance to make something happen, But I get it. So mine, I think it might be sort of surprising to some people, and it's RJ Harvey versus Kansas City. Now it's kind of goes without saying, probably that's if Dobbins isn't playing. But at this rate, even if he does play, it seems like it's been a problem enough that he probably gets pitch counted anyway. So I think it's RJ Harvey. Kansas City's pretty solid against running backs, but they've been a little less solid lately. And I think RJ Harvey gets good receiving work, and I think that's going to give him that edge. With some of the buys out there this week and stuff and people dropping like flies, I think RJ Harvey is somebody that like you're going to almost have to play, and I don't think you need to worry about him. the passing game is great. He's been getting a lot of big plays in the passing game and in some of the rushing. And even when Dobbins playing, he was getting some more time. So if he takes over the backfield, I think that's gonna be great this week. And the Broncos they've had like a fairly efficient offense outside of the last couple of weeks, but even without that efficiency, they've been able to give RJ Harvey some good opportunities. So, taking the lead role, I think even against the Kansas City defense, this is somebody that is worth putting into your starting lineup this week.
Yeah, I've got Harvey in a ton of leagues sitting on the bench lately, so
Yeah.
I'm hoping we get some Dobbins news and we can confidently start him this week. It sounds like Dobbins is minimum going to miss this week.
Yeah, like it's super
because they've been talking about IR for him.
And yeah, like IR talks have been out there, so if he at least this week, I'm sure he's missing, and if not, it'll be a few.
Yeah, but it is a type of game they want Dobbins there for. But if he's banged up, like you're 8-2, you can afford a loss.
Yeah.
You know, like it's not something to like. You throw him out there like he's one of the most injury prone running backs in the league. You throw him out there like not at least like 80%. You're really asking for trouble.
Yeah, and you've got enough support with like with Harvey being there.
Yeah,
and playing
I think
fine that like you don't have to worry about it.
Yeah, I think Harvey is gonna be the better back. Eventually, maybe not this year. Like Dobbins has been really solid this year, but
yeah,
I think eventually Harvey will be pretty clearly the RB1 there in Denver.
Yeah, 100%. Yep. All right, who you got for us next, man?
For wide receiver, I'm going with Jameis Winston's 15 target weapon this week, Wandale Robinson. So yeah, like I said, Jackson Dart, they've already confirmed he's missing. It's going to be Jameis time versus Green Bay. And this is like Jameis is the kind of quarterback where you don't really need to look too deep into the matchup. He's just going to be slinging it. Like, he's going to be throwing at least 35, 40 times this game. They're probably going to be playing from behind because the Packers desperately need a get-right game after two, 13-point games. So I think this is going to be a game where the Giants are trailing and they are just slinging it. And I do like Darius Slayton as well in this spot, Theo Johnson, but I think Wandale is going to be – he's been the main target the whole year for Jackson Dart at least since Neighbors went out. So I think they continue to just feed Wandale targets. I could see like a 10 to 12 target week for Wandale this week. And yeah, their run defense is just too good. So, or the Packers' run defense is too good. So I think that's another reason they're going to have to look to the passing game to put up some points.
Yeah, definitely. And I've been putting Wandale in starts. He was even a smash play. And he's been fine with in PPR.
He's been really consistent, but just
consistent, but hasn't blown up.
Yeah.
And now that you did it, he's going to because you did it and I didn't. It's just gonna happen now. So definitely start Wandale in your leagues this week.
I put a note in there. He's been over 12 PPR in 4 or 5 in his last 4 to 5 games. So
yeah, that's great because you're probably playing him in flex. That's a great. That's great points for your flex spot for sure. Consistently week in and week out.
Yeah.
Cool. No, I agree with everything. I like that one. Green Bay better figure it out. I mean, their offense has been sad. I don't know.
Yeah, the NFC as a whole, it's just, I think it's flipped on its head. The Rams and the Seahawks look to be the top 2 teams now. And now the Packers and the Eagles, they were the top 2 teams earlier, and now they look ugly. Probably 3 or 4-ish.
Yeah.
And you got the Lions in the mix too.
Hey, Micah Parsons, when how he got traded, guess what? The records of the teams are still the same as last year at this time of the year. So nothing changed. Dallas wins. Screw everybody. All All right. My wide receiver
Screw
is
Micah, especially, right?
screw Micah. Yeah. No, I like him. I wish they could figure it out, but I was okay with it. That's so much. There's so much stuff that people don't think about outside of just like the face value of the trade. Like, do you
Yeah.
realize that Dallas is spending not $47 million a year on one position, and they were
Yeah.
able to get like Quinnen Williams and Kenny Clark, who combined don't even make the amount of money that you would have had to pay him, and they have picks, and there's like so much.
Yeah.
Like Green Bay had to win the Super Bowl for this trade to be worth something for them, and by the looks of it, it
No.
looks pretty shaky. So
Have you noticed, like, since, because I don't know when Kraft got injured that Panthers game, but ever since that, their offenses looked horrible.
just different.
They
It's not. All their wide receivers are Jags.
Yeah,
you know,
you can just play man on them, and
yeah.
you couldn't really play man on Tucker Kraft.
Yeah, he'd find holes in the
Yeah.
team and ways to do it, and no one
Like-
else on the team is like a man beater. You
Like
can't.
that's a huge loss. So
Yeah, Jacobs is like the bright spot, but they can't play him the entire time. Like they
No.
gotta go somewhere else.
yeah.
So yeah,
And
I guess we'll see.
the Jordan Love turnover in the Eagles game when they were about to get a field goal at the end of the half.
Right.
Like if he plays like that too, like you
Yeah.
need him to be. Of course, he just destroyed the Steelers. He completed 20 straight passes, and now he just looks terrible.
Yeah. Yeah.
But
Well,
I think that was more Tucker Kraft destroying the Steelers in hindsight.
probably. And he
Yeah.
did the same stuff to Dallas, so it's like, what's the common denominator here?
That defense.
The bad secondaries.
Yeah.
But yeah, so speaking of your Steelers, my and your or never mind, you picked Fio. My wide receiver start this week is DK Metcalf. I know he's been sort of middling and like disappointing in the sense of like what your expectations were for him. It's not like he's been terrible. He's just been right in that middle ground. But since he's just got the kind of defense that you want to play your guys on, and he's coming off of he was actually really close to having a good game. Rodgers targeted him a couple times in the end zone, and it just didn't fall their way. And he would have had a really good game, and I think that continues. Again, I love like looking at divisional matchups. Like 3 of my starts are divisional players, so or like divisional matchups. I like them because like they're gritty, hard fought games. Like points get scored. And like you're bringing out all your best stuff against them. And I think the last game was a complete shootout, and I don't see why it wouldn't repeat. So give me DK Metcalf and Aaron Rodgers playing to put points on the board, and try to get a good win after coming off of a very horrendous primetime game against the Chargers. I know Rodgers is going to want to, and DK is going to be really hungry for it this week, I think. And again, like the matchup is just too tasty on that defense. So, DK Metcalf all the way.
Yeah, and as someone who's been watching the games, he's just been getting destroyed, like double, triple team, because he's the only legitimate weapon.
Yeah.
Bengals, like I know they've got a decent corner, DJ Turner there.
Yeah.
Who could be a problem, but if this offense just schemes a little bit for DK, like get some drag routes for him, get some easy catches for him that he can get the yak for. Like, I really like if they do that, he's gonna be at 15 to 25 points easily,
right?
Especially against this terrible defense. I also like Freiermuth this game. He's historically been really good against the Bengals. I think he averages almost a touchdown a game against the Bengals. So we beat them using tight ends as well last time. So if you're kind of desperate for a tight end start, I know Warren is on bye. So I think Freiermuth could be a solid pickup this week.
Muth or John, honestly, they could probably either one might be a good.
Or Darnell, why not?
Yeah. Or Darnell,
get a little fun. Throw Darnell in your
yeah. And Turner, I think with Turner being on Metcalf more often than not in the game, they'll play a little more man on him. And DK's good at beating man. Like he doesn't
Yeah,
separate super well, but he gets the
he'll
contested balls.
he'll get those catches.
Yeah. So I think that works out in his favor, and they'll plan it a little
Yeah,
better this week. So
he
I
was like
like
1
DK.
foot away from a 40-yard touchdown as well versus the Chargers.
Yeah. Yeah. He
So
he was super close to having a good game.
yeah,
So
and Rodgers just overthrew him barely.
yeah. Yeah. It was all very close. And
Yeah.
there was like a throw in the end zone. I mean, just an amazing play by the defender more than anything. I think it was that play.
Oh, I think I know what play you're talking about. Yeah, they got like dangled up.
Yeah, it was just
But-
like unfortunate. Like he should have.
Yeah.
He could have scored right there. So like he's getting all the good targets he wants. It's just it just
Yeah.
didn't fall their way that game. So I think
Like
he
when
has a
they
lot better
need a play, they're throwing it to DK, which
exactly. Yeah.
that's what you want.
Yeah, that's exactly what you
A
want.
lot of plays to keep up with the Bengals offense.
Yes. Yeah.
So
Yeah.
I like that one.
Cool. All right.
Tight end. I went with Kate Otten versus Buffalo this week. Should be a pretty high scoring environment. Both teams kind of just hit a rut in this season. Like Bucks are really hot, Bills are really hot, and both. I think Bills lost to the Dolphins last week. Bucks. I forget what they did last week, but the Bucks they start off really hot and then they kind of came down as well. But
Yeah.
Kate Otten last week with they lost to the Patriots last week. He had a 12 target game versus the Patriots, which was right up there with Igbuka as the leading targets. After Igbuka, the offense is pretty like the receivers aren't great. You got Tez Johnson in the mix getting 2 touchdowns last week, but not a huge target share for Tez Johnson. I believe only 4 targets. So Otten is the guy Baker is going to with Godwin and Evans out. After Igbuka, of course, but
Yeah.
Otten will be the second target. 12 targets a game 12 targets last week is just ridiculous.
Yeah.
And over the last 4 games, he's averaging 12 fantasy points. So you got a decent floor as well. I mean, I don't think he hasn't even scored a touchdown over that span too. So
Yeah.
should be due for some regression there. Hopefully get in the end zone this week versus Buffalo.
I think he's due for a score.
Yeah, definitely.
I like the pick. I was almost who I was going to go with this week, but I pivoted.
Yeah.
I thought
there were a lot of good middling tight ends this week. I think Schultz had an 18-point week as well.
Yeah.
And Theo Johnson had 15 points.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, and speaking of, that's my tight end pick this week.
Is it actually?
Yeah. Theo versus Green Bay, because one of the only soft spots consistently in for Green Bay in that defense is tight end, and with Jameis Winston throwing it probably 75 times, Theo Johnson's gonna get targets. He'll probably have 12 targets this week. So, and he's good. I mean, Dart likes throwing to him. There's a reason they like him in the offense. He's a red zone monster. He's just a giant dude. So I think they're getting down into some scoring position. They'll be able to get him going, get him cooking, and like I said, that's kind of one of their weaker spots on that defense. If they can get stuff going, Theo Johnson could be a big problem this week. He could score 2, because they're not gonna have to focus too hard on the run game. And they'll be looking probably at your guy, Wandale Robinson, a bunch throughout the game. So that should be able to open some things up for Theo, and make them have to pay some attention to him. So just tight end, real quick, easy one. Theo Johnson, that's my guy this week.
Yeah, I like that call. He worked out for me last week as a sneaky start set. I did a normal start set and then a deeper start set, and he wasn't the pick last week. And he had 7 for 75.
Yeah,
which is pretty solid for a tight end.
Yeah, that's great for a tight end.
Was only 30% owned. So
right.
Yeah, I think he continues that.
Nice. Cool.
Now we got our sets.
Yeah, Pine players, baby. Let's get after that one. You open the last one, so I can open this one if you want.
All right.
Give you a little extra breather. Mine is I mean, I feel like it's kind of a good, like an obvious, somewhat obvious call, uh, and because of who they're playing, but some people aren't gonna like it. Is Ted McMillan,
Yeah.
playing Atlanta. The pass defense is just so good, and things have taken a downhill turn for the passing offense of the Panthers the last couple of weeks. It hasn't been great. It's really been carried by Rico Dowdle. Like whatever they've had for offense has been Dowdle. So, I do think this is a big Dowdle game. I do like him a lot this week.
Yeah.
So I'm saying like sit at like just before we started recording, I was saying that I was looking at a friend's team who has Tet and DK, and I would be playing DK by far over Tet McMillan. I feel like this is going to be kind of the reverse of what the last game was when these two played, and the because now like the Falcons are at least trending up a bit on offense and like defensively, and the Panthers are starting to trend down, and the Panthers are not going to have a great week. So
No.
it's
It's
I don't
a
see it
it's a
going so well.
miracle they're 5-5, honestly.
Yeah, the way that happened is
Yeah.
just insane. So Tat McMillan, he's the pass defense has been shutting a lot of people down. They haven't been able to get a lot. Wide receivers have. It's like
Last week, Michael Pittman,
Pittman had
he
like
had 4
nothing.
points, I think.
Yeah. The lead receivers have been getting shut down by them.
Yeah.
Like Pierce had a good game. I sat him. I would have won that league too if I had played Tet over Cortland, and I almost did. I am so done with Cortland Sutton, dude. I can't even.
Yeah. I
He's
think
pissed me off.
Troy Franklin kind of took his job.
Yeah, I think so.
Yeah.
But yeah, Ted McMillan playing Atlanta. I don't think he's somebody
Yeah.
to trust. There's a lot of other options I would much rather play this week than him.
Yeah.
So yeah, that's my receiver.
Yeah, as the leader of the Tet fan club, I kind of agree this week. He's a tough start, and he still just hasn't hit that ceiling this year yet in a single game. It's just 10 to 15 slow burn, like.
Yeah.
And Bryce Young, it's just you're getting like 150 passing yards a game from him, and Tet's getting like half of it, but it's not good enough. You know,
It's not. It's just not enough. No.
It's just. You want Dalton there.
Yeah, right. And he can't.
At this point.
He can't. He just isn't. He's having trouble getting into the end zone, and that's a problem. So, for right now, it's tough to play him most weeks, but you like have to.
Yeah.
But this week, you just can't this week, which means he's probably going to score 30. So just keep that in mind because I said that. So.
But yeah, my wide receiver for this week, you kind of mentioned him. It's Cortland Sutton versus the Chiefs. Over the last 4 of the Chiefs, they've led up the fewest fantasy points per game to wide receivers, just under 20 points a game. And like we talked about, he's looking to be the wide receiver 2 in this offense over Troy or behind Troy Franklin.
Yeah.
In his last 4, Sutton is wide receiver 37 in points per game at 10.7, and I believe Franklin is around like 16 fantasy points per game over his last 4. So it's the wide receiver 2 looking like in a tough matchup. So yeah, I would avoid Sutton this week.
Yeah. Yep. I can't say too much or I'll start swearing. So because I can't. I'm sick of him. He's costing me so much. Because I have been like, I got to play him. And then this last week, I thought about playing Pierce instead of him, and I didn't. And now I wish I had because I would have won. So, yeah, he's sitting on the bench for a while until he should show me something.
You got over him this week.
Who do I have over him?
In your lineup?
Wandale.
Yeah.
I got Igbuka, Pickens, and Wandale in my like main league. That's what I'm playing him.
Pretty easy decision.
I would probably put Pierce over Wandale.
Pierce has been awesome
because Pierce has been really awesome. And I've been like since the pre-week 8 by like week 7, I've been saying go get Alec Pierce to people.
Yeah.
Like go get him. He's got great target share. He's got insane yards per catch. It's like 24.
Yeah.
And he's like getting in the end zone now. Like he's kind of taken over that team.
Yeah, that was his first touchdown of the year.
Yeah.
this week.
He keeps getting like right there. Like he's had a lot of big plays where he's really close, and he finally got in. And hopefully that like breaks the seal, and he'll start getting more touchdowns coming along.
It's weird seeing a tall white guy be a legit deep threat
isn't
at
it?
wide receiver. Because normally those guys are just possession
guys.
But this guy's like, he's fast. He catch deep. He catch possession or catch contested passes. Like
it's awesome.
It's a weird player, but damn, he's really good this year, and he's looking like the wide receiver one.
I know.
Recently.
I know. But, yeah. Won't score one for the white boys, right?
Yeah. We got another.
Yeah. So my running back this week for a sit is going to be this one's not super flashy, but it's Charbonnet, because he's been the better fantasy back really for that team. He's been the one scoring. He even had a game or two where he's been getting like good yards. He's been the better option in the backfield for fantasy for Seattle. But that Rams defense is tough, and not a lot of people can get a lot on them. And I think this is going to be one of those. It's going to be either really defensive or a shootout, and I don't think there's going to be a lot of run game on either side. So I would take Kyron Williams over him for sure. So Charbonnet is definitely going to be my sit, especially because, come off last week, DiMarcado had an okay week on him, but it was like generally all in the passing game. He broke the big run, but outside of that, he didn't do much. A lot of it was in the passing game, and Charbonnet's not really the pass guy. So, yeah, he's somebody that if you're kind of like debating on if you should put him in instead of someone else, a lot of people this week I'd play over him. So sit him and pop someone in like your DK or RJ or Woody Mark, someone like that. I would play over him for sure.
Yeah, I think the Rams are actually the best versus running backs this year.
Yeah, I think they started a little slow like that, but they've come into it now. They're really tough to run against.
I think CMC had like 14 last week on him.
Yeah.
Which that's
crazy.
about as good as you can get.
Yeah.
Versus McCaffrey. So yeah, I agree.
Cool.
Very touchdown dependent. Not gonna be too involved in the receiving game, I would think.
Yeah.
I'm excited for this game though. Seahawks Rams.
It's going to be a good game.
Great game.
Yeah, it'll be a good game. Other play like JSN is going to have a great game. And I'm hoping. You know what really bugs me? Just for a quick tangent, I have in Dynasty, Tory Horton and Rashid Shaheed. And the trade happens. The game that Tory Horton, dude, I called it. Cooper Kupp is hurt for the week. Like Tory Horton's going to do it this week. This is the week he's going to do it. He does it. He gets touchdowns. He gets 20 points or 24, whatever. And then they trade and get Shaheed. And I'm like, what do I got to do? Because now I have both of them. Brutal. I also have Parker Washington, Brian Thomas Jr., and Jacoby Myers on that same team. Yeah,
that's fun.
So that's been fun. At least Parker Washington's been able to start making up for BTJ. But geez, man, like I wanted to trade somebody, but they're all in that weird middle ground where it's kind of tough right now to make a trade.
Yeah, you can't trade BTJ right now in Dynasty, especially.
Right, and Tory Horton, like I put him on the trade block just right after. Just I really like him, and I don't want to let him go. But hey, let's see what someone might throw at me after a good game, and just to see. And then Rashid Shaheed got brought onto the team, so I'm like, oh shoot, well maybe I will sell him and see what happens. And then Shaheed doesn't do anything, which is expected first game on the team. But Shaheed is basically taking Tory Horton's like exact role. So but as the owner of the two, what do I do? Who do I start? You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But,
probably try and sell Shaheed, honestly.
Yeah, I mean that's the thought, but who knows? Like Shaheed's good. Like he's very good. He's not just a speedster. Like he can do other things, and if he
is a free agent after this season, so
right. Well, if the Seahawks,
I would think
keep him, because they traded for him. Hopefully, maybe if they keep him, then I think he might be good. If like Cup's gone after this, he might be
Yeah.
good long term to hold on to. It's just a matter of I'm in the middle, so I got to figure out
Yeah.
where I want to go here.
Yeah. You're just waiting on dominoes to fall at this point.
Yes, exactly. Yeah,
See what happens.
yeah,
Um,
yeah. All right. Well, who
yeah.
you got for running back this week to sit?
I've got, we kind of talked about the Giants earlier already, but I'm going with Tyrone Tracy as a sit this week.
Yeah,
It's pretty much a split backfield in New York. Tracy gets a little bit more snaps, but they got basically the same amount of touches. It was like around 14-11 in favor of Tracy over Singletary. If you're looking to start a guy, if you have both of them, I would start Tracy, but over Singletary, of course. But
yeah,
he's just not. Neither of them are exciting plays this week versus the Packers. They just held Saquon to under 3 yards a carry, which is pretty good. They let up a big reception to him, which shit happens. It was a busted play, but
yeah.
like Tracy, he's not going to do much this game. And you're pretty much just banking on Jameis checking down like 10 times, which it wouldn't be too surprising, but it's just not a confident start this week.
No, I agree. Yeah, I mean, no other way to put it there. That's sums up pretty good.
Yeah.
It's just not great. It's this. We've been robbed of such a fun team and a fun year with Cam getting hurt. It sucks.
Yeah. Yeah. I guess something to talk about. What do you think about the Daboll firing?
Yeah. I think that's in general. I think it's a bad thing to do right now. Like you've got
in the middle of your quarterback's rookie year.
Middle of the season, you've got a rookie quarterback who started after week 3, like week 4 or 5. He started it. You got just like Cam Scatto, who just became a stud for you. You got Malik Neighbors, and then all these guys are now hurt. Neighbors is hurt. Jackson Dart got hurt, and then that kind of crushed your offense last week, and why the Bears were able to come back. Like I just don't think it's a good idea. Like Daboll's also very good at like coaching quarterbacks. I think it's just a bad move as a whole. I understand like I understand their idea here, but get rid of Joe Shane. Like if you're gonna get rid of somebody, get rid of the guy who fumbled Saquon. Like don't get rid of
because Daboll was the one who wanted Dart.
He wanted Dart and Scatto. Like he was the one pounding the table for the Daboll, for all the guys that are on the team right now. Like he's the one who pounded the table for him.
They credited Shane with the roster. Like
yeah,
if you're gonna fire one, or if you're gonna fire one, you had to fire both, in my opinion.
Yeah, 100%. I mean,
or you can fire the GM and keep Daboll. But...
Did you see? Because Daboll was also the guy who wanted Neighbors. Did you see the? Did you watch that like the Hard Knocks thing of their like off season, like the draft season version for the Giants, and him like interviewing and talking and going through all the stuff with Neighbors and being like, "This is the freaking guy I want." Like, Daboll's the guy picking all these players to be on the team, and then
Shane is the guy letting him walk in free agency.
Yeah, and Shane's the guy who's like, "Man, we'll let you go, Saquon." Like, so I feel like it was just not a smart move. Like Bill Belichick said a handful of years back now, because someone asked him about some of the teams like the Browns and stuff, and coaches, cycling through. It's a bad thing. They're never going to get good if you don't have any consistency. Like you got to let a coach be there for a little while. Let him get some of his guys. Let him get the scheme all together. And I know he's been there for a bit, but he had Jones, and then he left, and now he's got Dart. So let him get a chance to take this team
didn't
somewhere.
Pick Jones, Like he inherited Daniel Jones.
Yeah, and made him. It got him a 190 or whatever it was, a huge $1 million contract. And So and clearly it wasn't Jones's issue, because he's on the Colts playing well, and I mean, but he had nothing around him. They were trying to build things up, and now that they're getting some players in good key spots that are good, they're going to get rid of their head coach. It just seems like a weird move to me.
Yeah, I think you at least finish the season out and let Dart develop it. Yeah. I guess Dart has just been getting destroyed. With all the design runs, I think that may have been something they looked at. Like, do we want him beating up our quarterback for the rest of the year,
And
trying to keep his job.
if like to be, when you have a player who can run, you got to use it.
Yeah.
But Dart should be, and you could maybe blame that a little bit on coaching. Is needs to take care of his body.
Yeah.
He doesn't.
I don't think Dart's a guy that can take 10 hits a game.
He's not Cam Scatterbo. It's his boy, but
Yeah.
he's not Cam. He can't run like Cam.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He's a hell of a rushing threat, but
He is.
like,
yeah,
it's just, I don't know.
Yeah.
You can't take that many hits as a quarterback. You need to be fresh to actually throw the ball.
Yeah.
like if you're getting hit and landing on your shoulder, that's going to throw off your throws. Like,
yeah,
I think that may have played a part in it, like letting Daboll go. But
yeah,
I think Daboll will get hired pretty quickly.
Yeah,
as a consultant or a coordinator next year.
Yeah, 100%.
I don't know if he'll get a head coaching job though.
He might not, but he could. I mean, an OC, a QB coach, like something.
An OC minimum, I would think.
Yeah. 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 We'll see what happens with him. Yeah. What was we? Oh yeah. So my quarterback sit. I'm gonna go to quarterback on this one. It's Bo Nix versus Kansas City. I think the inefficiencies of there. I said their offense might be a little more efficient this week, but it's still really hard to trust him. Like outside of his one quarter and then another game against Dallas, like he hasn't been that great. And the points you made about them allowing like the fewest fantasy points to wide receivers. Well, guess who's throwing on the ball? Bo Nix. Like it all just culminates into I think Bo Nix having just not a good game. You gotta let go of that like game and a quarter worth of fantasy that was really good because it's the offense is just funky. It might help if RJ Harvey comes in and does do well, but I don't know if it's enough against this Kansas City defense. So if I have him starting, I'm trying to find someone. Like, dude, I'd play Jameis Winston over him. I'd take a chance on JMO because he might throw 3 picks, but he'll probably throw 350 yards and 3 touchdowns. So, I'll take him over Bo Nix probably just having a very, like, meh game. So, that's my quarterback.
Yeah, agree. I had him as a sit versus the Texans, and he put up, like, 19 because of, like, a 2-point conversion and a touchdown in the last couple minutes of the game, which is so annoying. But anyways.
I know.
My set, who was he was a start for me last week, who actually did pretty well, but I'm moving him to the sit side this week. It's Jared Goff taking on the Eagles. The Eagles have just been a really dominant defense as of late.
Yeah.
Over the last 4, they're allowing 13 fantasy points per game. And Goff this year, he's really been nothing special. He's QB 15 overall at 18 fantasy points per game. Has really only had 2 spike weeks. He had that week versus the Bears, and then last week versus the Commanders, he put up close to 30. He was pretty high up there. But Goff, you're really relying on him just slinging it. He has no rushing upside. If they take away the passing game at all, like it's going to be a rough outing for Goff, I would think. And Philly just kind of lives for these ugly games, these ugly low-scoring games lately. So I think it'll be the same type of game.
Yeah.
Especially in prime time. It'll be the same.
Yeah.
What is happening with these 2 teams type of game.
I know. Dan Campbell's calling the plays now. Looks good.
This is true.
Maybe it'll help, but
I think they'll probably try and beat them through the run game with Gibbs.
Yeah, Gibbs. This might be like if there is possible, a Gibbs legacy game.
Yeah. Well, he had one last week.
yeah, he did.
It was a Gibbs legacy game.
Yeah. Yeah, no, totally agree with that. My tight end sits pretty simple, pretty quick, easy. It's Laporta versus Philly. They shut down tight ends bad. And Laporta's been very middle of the pack this year. He's had some like streaks, but I don't think it's going to be a good game for him. If it's like anyone on the receiving core, it's Amon-Ra that it will have anything to do this week, and then like Jahmyr Gibbs. The rest
I think it could be JMO.
Yeah,
because they're cornerbacks after Quinshon are really bad.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
And I could see, I mean, JMO, you're obviously betting on a deep play, but
it could happen.
It's a pretty decent bet this week, and he had a good game last week. And now that Campbell's calling the plays, JMO's actually getting targets. So
right, and they'll I'm sure they're going to want to try to get a couple of those plays out there. So
yeah,
take like some daggers into the Philly defense. So yeah, I agree.
But yeah, I like Laporta as a sit as well.
Yeah.
So
thank you.
He's just been so like you said, it's been a roller coaster this year. It's like either 8 or 20.
Yeah.
Like
not worth it. Like
no.
half the weeks,
Yeah, I just hate players like that. Just no consistency.
Yes, I totally agree.
Speaking of players with no consistency, my tight end is Kyle Pitts. versus Carolina this week.
Yeah.
His last 4, he's tight end 19 at 10.4 fantasy points per game, and his last 2, he's in single digits.
Yeah.
And I think that's kind of attributed to Darnell Mooney coming back, soaking up some targets. Darnell Mooney doesn't catch very many of those targets, but he gets around 5 targets a game now that he's back. Mm-hmm. And the offense, like it's good, but it's just not good enough to support London, Mooney, and Pitts, and Bijan, and Algier. Like it's just not that type of offense.
It's not, no.
One of those guys is going to get left out, and it's been Pitts lately. So I think you keep him on the bench this week.
Yeah, totally agree. There's just not a lot of consistency at all with him, and
no,
he's just not. I don't want him. I don't want him, and I don't want him.
No.
Yeah, cool. Yeah, that's that is the Ride the Pine players this week. So if you got them, try to find somebody else to play. Outside of the last week that didn't exist, I think we both had bad weeks. We've been fairly okay. Like we've done okay with these, so we're trying to help you guys win some leagues here.
Yeah, last week was rough for me. I had Brees Hall and Olave, and they caught 50-yard touchdowns each. So
cool. Oh right, that's it. Yes, yeah.
Olave was not going to have a great game, and then he was at 0, and then he caught a 60-yard push off. It was a push off.
Yeah, that might have been a push off.
It was definitely a push off. I was begging the TV to call him back because I started Pittman over him.
Oh,
in the league.
Yeah, that's tough.
I still won, but
didn't look good.
No, it didn't feel good.
No.
But
this is where you can maybe redeem yourself on this one, and we'll get into our smash plays here. The guys that we are like the most confident about. Again, we usually try to find somebody that you have to at least think about. Obviously, we're not going to be like CeeDee Lamb and Jamar Chase. Go play them. So this is these are the guys that outside of the week I picked, my last 2 that I've put out there have been not the best. It was Wandale and Jalen Waddle. On the weeks that I picked them, Waddle's week was okay, but it just wasn't like a smash. So hopefully we can both redeem ourselves in this. So let's hear who you got.
Well, I'm going with the breakout to continue for Trevion Henderson on Thursday Night Football, which is it's been amazing to see the last 2 weeks. He should have gotten the work the week before as well, but Terrell Jennings got the touchdown there. But last week, Henderson wasn't going to let that happen. He just housed it from 50 in the 60-yard line, the 50 in the 60-yard touchdown last week. So I don't think I've ever seen Ramondre house a 50-yard touchdown in his career. So Henderson doing it twice kind of makes the coaching staff look a little dumb this week for having him sit all year. But just to go off the matchup as well, the Jets on Thursday Night Football, they just traded away Quentin Williams, which is their all-pro run-stopping defensive tackle. Should be another to the Cowboys, to your team.
That's right.
But it should be another good week for Henderson. I could easily see 20 points, starting your week with 20 points in the lineup on Thursday night, and we have a tendency to pick Thursday night players. I don't know what the deal is there, but
It's something I don't know. Yeah, we have this weird like knack for it.
you had Waddle that week.
Yeah.
You had Scatabo the week he went off.
Yeah.
Thursday night.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah, it's I don't know why. It's like it just calls to you, right? Yeah, I totally like this call a lot. It's that Jets defense is very bleh against the run, especially,
and Ramondre has been ruled out already.
And Ramondre's ruled out, so like Hendo's just he's what he did last week. Ramondre's not playing. You might as well just keep rolling with him. He does both pass and run. Like, yeah, he'll be a great play this week for sure. I think you're looking at 20 plus again from him. Which we both went running back this week.
Both went rookie running back.
Both went rookie running back too. I didn't even think of that.
Second round rookie Ohio State running backs.
Back to back picks.
I spoiled it. Yeah.
I'm pretty sure they were back to back picks. All right. I believe it was Hendo, and then right after that was.
Now Judkins went before him.
Did he?
Like
so it was the other way.
Yeah.
Okay. So they were very close. But yes, Quinshon Judkins is my pick this week. So week 2, he came into the game against the Ravens. That was his comeback game after missing training camp, after missing the first week, all the like off-season stuff with his team because of all the legal stuff going on. That luckily, thankfully, everything was good and they dropped it. It's all done. So that was the game he returned to the team, and he still put up 6 yards a clip against them.
Yeah.
He just wasn't able to touch the end zone, but he had an okay game. Like, he was worth like a flex spot at least. But he got 10 points. And the Ravens have obviously had a historically for them bad defense this year. They allow 123 yards a game in rushing, which is 20th in the league. It's the bottom third of the league, and 11 touchdowns throughout 8 games. So, like, running backs are scoring. They've allowed 16.37 points a game to running backs, and that's including the Judkins game where he came in and, was only able to get 10. And without that, you're looking at 17.1, and that's like allowing solid games against some iffy running backs. Like Nick Chubb had 12 against them. Pacheco is the best week Pacheco's had is against them at 12.8. Like they're allowing that. And the week that the Lions played them, Gibbs had 26.9 and Montgomery had 29.4 in the same game.
Yeah,
like James Cook had 20. Like it's. Yeah, Aaron Jones just had 15.9, and that was like a really weird, messy game for the Vikings. Like it's Quinshon Judkins in a very like a divisional matchup. I guess a really loose, bad run offense. It feels like Gabriel and the Browns have kind of figured out their identity a little bit, have found a little bit of an offensive groove, and Judkins is a big part of that. He's another week off of that little injury he had that kept him out for a game. I think they're going to want to try to do the best they can to control possession, and that's going to be through their run game. And Quinshon Judkins is going to go for like 120 and 2 tutties. So if I were to call it. So that this week for me, it is Quinshon Judkins. And I'm not biased because I have a lot of them in Dynasty, I swear.
No?
Yeah. I got a lot of him and Scatty, and it's been looking good so far. So, yeah, Judkins is the guy this week.
All right.
Yeah. I think I picked him once already this year, and he was okay, but I feel like this is the week he's really going to pop.
Yeah. If his best week was when he got receiving work, and if they give him a little, like 3 to 4 targets, some screens, he'd be top 8, I think, running back. But the thing that really holds him back this year is just not getting involved in the receiving game.
And he should. In college, on Ohio State, him and Trey's stats were like identical. Like he caught the ball as just about as much. Like I think Trey a little more, but Quinshon Judkins can catch the ball. He can receive. Like they should be getting him in there more. But I'm sure like just the way that the offense is right now, it's just kind of getting the scheming right for the quarterback that's playing and stuff. But it feels like they're starting to maybe get something figured out. So Gabriel's getting a little more comfortable, so that'll help as a whole. And like Tillman's getting healthy, and Joku's back to being healthy and playing more games. Like he's been back for a few weeks. Like I think it's just all good signs. And in this matchup, it's just one of those games where I think Judkins is kind of like runs away with it for them, and they have to ride him to try to beat the Ravens. So yeah.
I need the Browns to beat them this week. That would be great for the Steelers.
Yeah, the Steelers need a little help now.
Division already feels lost.
Yeah, you think?
Unfortunately,
because the Ravens are hot now.
Yeah, but Lamar had another injury this week pop up.
Yeah,
so maybe,
we'll see.
Maybe that's serious. That's really our only hope is Lamar getting injured.
Yeah, they have to play Cooper Rush or Tyler Huntley again. Yeah.
Great value, Lamar.
Right. Great value, Lamar. Yeah, Lamar light. Cool. Yeah. So those are our smash plays. Those are our start sits. We promise next week we'll probably have like a different segment to go with. That'll be a little more fun. I'm trying to think anything else. Anything else that you want to add before we sign off?
Shit. Put me on the spot. I don't think so.
Sorry. Yeah. Cool. Yeah. Who do you think wins the game this weekend with the Steelers? Do you think they do it?
I don't know. I've given up hope with this team pretty much. Even if we win, it's like, who cares?
Yeah. Like it's the Bengals. We have to go play someone else.
We should beat the Bengals.
Yeah.
After the Colts game, I was feeling better.
Yeah.
And then we shit the bed versus the Chargers.
Just shat it right on primetime TV.
Yeah. The offense just isn't good enough, obviously, like this year.
It's inconsistent.
There's no serious weapon after DK. I mean, Warren is nice, but you can only do so much with Warren. You need another threat at receiver, and Rodgers is whatever. Like he was great to start the year, and now he's looking a little washed,
shaky. Yeah.
Who's I thought of putting Rodgers as a start, but after watching him play, I'm like,
I don't know if I can.
I don't know.
Who's your underdog of the week? Like, who's the team that is the underdog you expect to win the most? If you
I haven't really looked too deep in the matchups. Honestly, the Giants.
Dude, yeah, I was gonna say the Giants. That's mine too. Like
the Packers are just so leaky.
The Packers are leaky. The offense hasn't looked
great.
If
the Giants put up like 20, 21 points, that's probably enough.
All you need is J-Mo to just dart that thing. Just chuck it downfield. Like
let me see if there's anything else.
The cornerbacks for the Packers aren't all that great. All he's gonna do is just keep diming it to like Wandale and Slayton. Slayton gets a couple big passes. Like we're talking, they can win this. I think that's a big underdog to pick this week.
And the Chiefs are favorites in Denver.
Oh, okay. Maybe that one's sneaky.
If you like Denver,
it's sneaky.
They're technically an underdog.
I think that will be kind of a gritty game, so that one could be sneaky.
Yeah. And the over-under in the Texans-Titans game is 37.5.
Wow. That's low. I take the over. Odds are like Houston gets 30 of those, so why not take the over? Right?
Houston is only favored by a touchdown, too.
Wow.
Which is crazy. I would have put them as 9.5, honestly.
Yeah,
that Titans offense can't do anything.
No, yeah.
They are bad.
Yeah.
Like, all-time bad.
Right.
But your pick is the Giants as well as a little sneaky.
Yeah, I think I'm going to take them too. Yeah.
I think they cover for sure. Green Bay is 7.5.
Oh yeah, they should cover.
Yeah,
at least. Yeah,
but
cool. Well,
Packers I don't know. I had them
this year.
They were my Super Bowl pick after the Parsons trade, and I felt
you were one of those people.
I was one of those people.
Yeah.
I think Parsons, like how good Parsons is, and I think he has taken that defense to the next level. Like they're a really good unit, but the offense just it's like the Steelers.
Yeah.
They're pretty much the NFC Steelers.
Well, Parsons didn't have a hurry or a sack in that last game, so there's that.
Yeah.
But yeah, totally. I think that'll be fun. Maybe we can. Maybe I'll have to throw some money down on the Giants and see if it works out.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, I'm in Missouri, so we only have DFS legalized. So next month we can bet on games. So I can't throw anything this week, unfortunately. But
yeah, freaking Missouri.
Yeah. Always a couple years behind.
I know. I'm surprised. I'm in Vermont, dude, and like they're always behind everything. I'm surprised.
Yeah.
They beat you guys to that. Yeah. Cool. Well, all right, man.
Yeah.
I guess we can sign out of here.
All right.
It was a pretty solid episode. It went longer than I expected.
I know. I thought it was going to be a short episode with no segment, but
we can yap a little bit on here.
Oh yeah,
it's fun. You know,
we can yap for sure.
Yeah. All right. Well, yeah. So thanks for everybody for tuning in. Make sure that you go and follow us on everything. That I'm on Hype FFL over here. I can't have my fingers. OTL is OTLF football.
It's actually new on X. OTL_FF. Yeah.
Oh, okay. OTL_FF. Okay, cool. Yeah. Follow us on there. Go to the Fantasy Football Advice Network and subscribe. Do all the things on there. Look at all of our posts and articles and yada videos. There's so much to do. I'll post I'll put it all down there. You guys can go and click the links. And yeah, thank you for showing up. Good luck this week.
Peace out.